Hi YouTube, and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me for the video today. Today we are going to be taking our prayer from our box of prayer cards from our friend Audrey. Thank you, Audrey. Our prayer card today reads as, "My cup overflows with blessing. Surely your goodness and unfailing love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever." Psalms 23, verses 5 and 6. Thank you for joining me for the word of the Lord today. Today, I'm here to talk about my laser project from hell. I worked on a project for a friend, and for me, it was a project from hell because I don't like little tiny intricate pieces of anything, whether it be crochet, whether it be quilting. I don't like small and tedious. Now, I don't mind putting together small pieces for my earrings and stuff because earrings are supposed to be small. But some of the other stuff, I just don't do well with small and tedious. So a friend reached out and asked me to make her a money box, a graduation money box. So I said, she sent me a picture and she said, "Can you make this?" I said, "I can make it if I have a file." So my friend purchased a file and sent me the file. Mistake number one. If you're going to do a laser project for someone and they're going to purchase the file, don't let them purchase the file. You purchase the file. And the reason you need to purchase the file is because if you need to reach out to the seller to ask questions or whatever, you don't want to be going through a third person, a third party, So the first project came with, I had no instructions or anything like that. So I went out and I found my own file. So I found another file. She sent me another file. And so I purchased that file. So I proceeded to do that file according to what was there. And this is what I ended up getting. A broken little box. So this was let's put this out there. I am not a laser designer of files. I do not design laser files. That is not what I do. I can possibly make some laser files depending on what it is, but I do not design laser files. So when she sent me the project and the first files was no good. So then the second file came in with a little bit more detailed information. It still didn't tell you how to make the file. It just came in with the name already on it and some of the stuff cut out. So I reached out to Mark Collier. Mark is Big Blue Laser Designs here on YouTube, and he has a Facebook group. Mark is the guy who designed the bank files. When you see me do those letter banks and putting people's names across them, Mark designed those files. So I belong to Mark's group. So when I had problems with this file, even though it's not his file, I sent him a video of the problems that I was having. He said, "I know exactly what your problem is. I'm going to shoot you a video right quick. It should take care of it." It's like 11 o'clock at night where Mark lived. But Mark, true to who he is, he shot me a video from Illustrator. I use Silhouette Design Studio. He shot me Silhouette Business Edition. He shot me a video in Illustrator, but I understood the video. But because the commands are different, when I went to do the command that Mark does in Illustrator in Silhouette, it turned my whole file black. So I reached back out to Mark after about another hour of trying to work with this file and make it work. And I said, "Mark, it's not working. When I do this, it turns this color, whatever." He said, "I know exactly what your problem is. I have Silhouette Business Edition. Let me jump on there right quick and walk you through the process of what you need to do." True to who he is, Mark hops on Silhouette Studio and he shoots me another video to show me what I'm doing wrong. Now, the reason why you don't let nobody buy a file for you when you're going to do it. Now, if you're experienced, then maybe it's different. But I'm not experienced. I'm not a file creator. So I had no clue what the problem was. But when Mark did the video in Silhouette Studio, I saw exactly what the problem was. And so, and I don't even know if the person could have, you know, put that in the directions or whatever, but the second person didn't put it in her file either. So I got this little broken thing, so that was no good. So then let's see. So then this was the first one that I created with the help of Mark, but it was too much. This was too much, so I was gonna recreate this file. So I thought this was what my friend wanted at first, because this was the first one that she sent me, and this was the one I worked with Mark. But then she says, no, this is not what she wanted. She changed her mind. And she wanted this file. Well, when I went to go work with this file, it has a little graduation hat on this one too, like that one. It just burnt up the wood right there. So I started playing around with that, and it took like 30 minutes to engrave that. So I was like, nah, not doing it. So I did that one. So then I went and I tried to lighten it up a little bit, and it lightened it up a little bit, but then I ran into other problems because it didn't cut through my wood all the way. So then I said, well, now I need to clean my machine. So I cleaned my machine. There's that one. But this was the first one that came up, and this was like just way, way, way too big. Way too big. So toss that one. This was the one that came out of there where the wood didn't cut all the way through. And the first file that the lady sent me, here was the top of it. Now the money things, most of them I've seen people, they slide in the side. But this one did it from the top. So I didn't like that. So then I went and I created, I think I created this file. And I think this one, because these are two different names. So this one I liked because it had where I can put the 2024, and this one it came out too small, so I wasn't sure what I did wrong, but I did something. So I tossed that. Then I came up with these two files, and I liked these ones. So I started making my little my little project. I also found this. Now the money slides in here, and I like this better. And then this is just the back. But when I went to go and to cut out the little congratulations, because I wasn't gonna engrave it, that was just taking 30 minutes, and that was too long for me for one project. But these kept breaking because it's just too small. So it just kept breaking in half. Every time it just was breaking in half. So I have all these little pieces because the file kept breaking, because it's too little and it's too intricate for me. So I finally was able to create a project, and let me show you the project. So here is the money box. Here is the, with the congratulations, with the Marcel, with the 224, with the class of 2024, and a little hat. And then this is the other one that I got created. So I'm done with that project for 2024. If I do any more of these projects, I will not be cutting out, like, offsetting a place for this. This will just be plain, and I'll put congratulations down here. It won't have an offset. The name, I might still do the name because that one came out pretty bigger and I could do that. But this long word with the script writing, no, we won't be doing that no more. But I'm done with the project from hell. and I'm happy that it came out okay. But right now, I'm frustrated with this file, and I'm done with it for now, and I'm not going to be working with it. So something else that I have been doing, so when Mark helped me with the file, I went out and I purchased some of his files. I was going to purchase the files anyway, but I was just going to do it at a later date. But since he went ahead and helped me, that just motivated me to go ahead and buy his file right up right now. So I haven't done any of the files yet, but two of the files were some little kids banks that I'm not going to be putting names across. So that means I can just create them. And then if people want to purchase them at a vendor event, they can purchase them because they will not have a name going across them. They will just be, there's pigs and bears and unicorns and different stuff like that. So they're smaller little banks and they're for kids. So I'm going to make some of those. And then I also bought his baby animal glasses holder file. So where you create these little animals and you can put your glasses on the little stand when you're done. So I bought that file as well because I figured I have so much scrap wood painted already and everything from my banks that I can use some of that wood. But before I'm using some of that wood for that project, I'm starting to use some of the wood for my trinket boxes. So I'm using this old wood that I already had painted. This was like for my 2002 graduation name signs that I would put names across, and that's already here on my channel if you want to go back and watch that. So I had this at the top, so I utilized it. I cut this out so I can use it for a part of one of my trinket banks. This was cut out. This was already painted orange from the other half, and so I used that to cut out some circles. I used this. This was a N that was a file for a bank. It was a letter N, but it still had all this, so I used it. Let's see, and this looks like it was a letter L, but it still had all this at the top, so I went ahead and used that, and I cut out some circles. Let me see, I don't think I brought those other circles that I cut out. Those are the circles that go, I just brought the tops. And then here was another L, and I used the top of that. So I'm using my scraps. This is why I didn't throw any of my scraps away, because I want to use it up. So here are just the tops. I don't have the rounded bottom parts. I'll show you that in the next video. But here are some of the tops that I'm going to be using for my trinket boxes. So this one says Forever Mom. And then this one says Forever Mom too. So I have 3 of those. This one says Always My Daughter, Forever My Friend. So we have that one. And I have how many of those? I have 3 of those. And this one was, I took the little flower right here and took the words out. And I just put the words, I put the flowers twice. I just mirrored them in the Glowforge app. So I can have that with no words. And then I have this one, and I took a butterfly from the Glowforge app and I put a butterfly. This one I took out the words and I took out the flowers and I put my own words. It just says, I love you, Mom. And then I put those those butterflies, and let the Glowforge cut them out. I got those out of the Glowforge, application. And here's one with roses that I did the same thing. I found these roses, just made them in different sizes. I got that out of the Glowforge app. And I put all these roses on there. And I have 1, 2 of those. And then this is another one that says, Always My Daughter, Always My Friend. This is another one that says, I love you, Mom, with the butterflies. more roses, and then more of the Forever My Mom and the flowers. So that's what I have to show you for today. Thank you for joining me. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. It's just an informational video, and I hope if you're a laser user, I hope you get some good information from it. Thank you for joining me for the word of the Lord. Thank you for my cards, Audrey. These are so beautiful and I love them. And that's all I have for you today. I did take a video in Walmart today. I didn't go to Joann's, but I did go to Walmart. So I will upload that video. It's just a little short video, about 2 minutes or 2 minutes or less or something like that. So I'll upload that later on. But thank you for joining me. God bless you. You have an awesome and an amazing day. Be blessed, my friends. Thanks.